In 11.2, we're going to take a look at spreadsheets and ways to display data. So let's get some vocabulary out of the way here. A spreadsheet is a grid of columns, and columns are the ones that go up and down, and rows are the ones that go sideways, to organize data. Okay, and a cell is a box on a spreadsheet. And you name it by a column and a row. And a double bar graph is a bar graph with two different sets of data graphed at the same time. And we'll take a look at those on the next page. A legend or a key tells what the data on the graph represents. A double line graph is a line graph with, you probably guessed it, two different, double means two, data results graphed at the same time. Same as a double bar graph, except you're using lines this time. All right, so let's take a look at a spreadsheet. All right, here we have a spreadsheet. You can see it's a bunch of boxes, and it shows the number of graduates in dentistry and medicine. What value is in cell B5? Well, over here, they show you, how do you know what B5 is? Okay, the column is going to be the first one, the letter, and the row is going to be the second one, the number. So if I go to column B, here's column B, and I go to row 5, where those two meet is cell B5. So the value is 43. The value represents the number of graduates in that's not what they want. In dentistry in 1999, sorry. In what year was the number of graduates from each school the same? So I look here, these are different. Oh, but looky here, these are both 48. And so that happened in 1996. Okay, so that's just how you read a spreadsheet. So now we're going to try the quick checks. What value is in cell B4 and what does it represent? Quick check A. Quick check B. Which cells shows the number of graduates in medicine in 2001? So what you're going to do here for the second one, which cell? So you are going to give the cell name, not a number. Okay, so don't tell me how many graduates were in medicine in 2001. Tell me where to find that information. So try those quick checks, and then we'll move on. Okay, we're going to take a look at the double bar graph, but we're actually going to skip the double line graph because that one is not a very good example. So I don't want to confuse you all. So what we're going to do in the double bar graph, you can see how we have, for every year, we have 2 bars. Okay, so that's why it's a double bar graph. And this right here, this is your key. So that tells you what each bar represents, so that you're not like, okay, there's a dark gray bar and a light gray bar. I don't know what those means. So the dark gray is the newspaper results, and the light gray is the radio results. So what was the first year in which more people obtained news from radio than newspaper? Okay, so when was the gray box, the light gray, taller than the dark gray? So the first year in which that happened was right here. The light gray is taller than the dark gray. So that was 1990. Okay. So now we are going to skip predicting with a double line graph. And therefore, you're also going to skip, so we're skipping all this. You're also going to skip number 3. Skip, skip. Okay, so just do quick check number 2. Go back up to the double bar graph in example 2. In which year did the number of people who obtained news from the radio first exceed 10,000? Okay, so just give a year, and then you'll be done. And we'll check your work in class.